guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium. And huge thanks to Izzy and the rest of the management and staff here at Elder Ford in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. These guys have an impressive dealership. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for Izzy. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Mach-E is Ford's all-new full EV crossover hatchback SUV. Not sure what you exactly would call it, but the Mach-E is available in 4 different trim levels, starting with the Select at $43,000. Impressive performance. You can expect 0 to 60 with the E all-wheel drive at around 5.2 seconds. You upgrade to the Premium that you see here, making a little bit more horsepower at 346, still making 428 pound-feet of torque, similar to the Select with the E all-wheel drive. But for the Premium, you can expect 0 to 60 at 4.8 seconds. You upgrade to the California Route 1. The performance is basically the same. You get a little bit more range from the battery, and the overall trim and styling is slightly different. The GT is where you get the top performance, where 0 to 60 becomes 3.5 seconds. But here, for the Premium with the E all-wheel drive, starting around $48,000, let's see what we get. So up front, you notice your pretty flat front end. We don't have any opening for the grille area, but I'm liking the Pony with the forward-facing camera above. Full front parking sensing, a little bit of opening for your radiator. Not quite sure what you would call it for your EV, but that's your cooling housed right behind that opening. Full LED for the headlamps and an LED daytime running strip. And as far as the wheel and tire setup, pretty impressive. You notice your side sensor. These are 19-inch rims wrapped in 225 55 R19 Michelin Primacy all-season tires, some of the better all-seasons in the business. And I'm liking the rim design too, with the black and silver contrast. Massive beefy brake caliper. Hope you can pick it up on camera. That thing is very large. I'm liking the black trim surrounding your wheel wells. The charge port right here to push to open, and we can shut this thing up because it is a rainy day. We wouldn't want any water getting in there. Blacked out mirrors, LED turn signal on them. Additional camera on the mirror as well. Mach-E 4X badge in the lower left corner. I'm liking the black trim for the side skirt area. The door handle also super funky. You simply just press this button and the door opens right up. We'll check out the interior in 1 minute. You also get a touchpad on the side of the B-pillar. So if you're going to the beach and you don't want to take your keys out of the car, you learn your lesson, you left them in the sand one too many times, you can leave the keys in the car and use a combination code on the B-pillar to lock it. It's also a smart access door. There is a sensor on this little piece. As far as the window sticker, you guys can check it out. There's a little bit of water because it is a pretty rainy day. I'll try to wipe it off for you. But again, Mustang Mach-E 2022 Premium E all-wheel drive, 91 kilowatt hour US-able extended battery, single-speed transmission, rapid red metallic tinted clear coat, light gray perforated Active X interior. As far as the standard features, you guys can pause, take a look at all of these. Wireless charging pad, 15.5-inch vertical screen. It is a massive screen. As far as the options, this rapid red tint coat is a $500 option, and the extended battery with the 255/55 R19 all-season BSW tires, that's a $6,000 option. So the base price at $51,800 and about $6,500 in total options. After an $1,100 destination charge, you can expect total price to be sitting right over $59,000. The rear door is opened via this button too. Very cool process. You really don't have any door handles, which allows for the vehicle to have a very sleek looking side profile. I like how the body lines lead directly to this little hip area in the rear fenders, leading flushly to the taillights. Very clean look. The rear wheel and tire setup, same thing as the front. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper, side sensor, which helps your 360. Of course, we get the 360 in this vehicle. LED taillights, I'm liking them. They have that Mustang theme with the sequential turn signals. Pony badge with a rear view camera right above it. I kind of wish that wiper was integrated better with the rear spoiler, but not a big deal. I'm loving the black roof. Well, it's not a true black roof, it's a glass roof with very dark tinted glass, so it kind of gives you that black look. But other than that, reverse light in the lower diffuser area. This is a full EV, so we're not going to start her up and give you a couple revs, but as far as the engine bay, we can pop this hood and see what we got. So also the interior, very soft seats. We'll check all that out in 1 second. Underneath the hood, we can pop it up. We get the hydraulic struts, which is nice. We get a frunk. You could probably fit 3 or 4 backpacks in here with really no issues, maybe even a small carry-on. So pretty spacious. We get the wiper fluid in the right corner and an emergency button if you can somehow fit a person in this frunk. But other than that, we can shut this thing up, and we'll take one more step back so you guys can check out the front styling. It has a very clean look. I kind of wish that the grille had more openings, like a horizontal slots through it. That'll kind of make the vehicle look a little bit more premium in my opinion, but I'm still liking it, especially the side profile. The side profile is very clean on the Mach-E with that black roof leading directly to the rear spoiler. But as far as the interior, also where this car shines, we can open up this door simply by pressing this button one more time. The door panel, all soft touch. We'll try to get inside as quick as possible because it's starting to rain again. Leatherette trim in the middle, soft stitching for the armrest. Electric door handle too, full auto one touch for all four-way adjustable mirrors, 3-person memory seats, Bang & Olufsen sound system. The bottom area, it's not soft touch. You can fit some secret stuff in that corner, cup holder, and a foot-long area right next to it. But anyway, stepping inside, Mustang nameplate and the interior in general. As far as the seats, I didn't want to keep that door open much longer when it was starting to rain, but we can take this stuff off. The seats are a really soft material. They're not a true leather, but they're perforated, super soft and comfortable. Decent bolstering support too. Definitely a thumbs up. As far as this interior though, in general, first things we notice outside of that massive 15.5-inch screen is the steering wheel. It's a nice steering wheel. I actually like this over what we get in the Mustang, the actual Mustangs. This steering wheel is pretty thick, solid little 10-2 bolstering notch. The 9.3 feels great, nice and soft. It's not a flat bottom, but not a big deal. I'm still liking this steering wheel overall. The horn area, we get the Mustang horse with some gloss black outside of it. As far as the horn itself, pretty aggressive sounding horn. It's probably tough to hear now that it's starting to rain pretty hard. You notice your digital display, ground speed for the speedometer, also similar to the Mustang cars. This 15-inch touchscreen though is where this interior shines the most. It is super responsive. As you see your audio, tire pressure, blocks, trip connection, Bluetooth, and phone settings. Automatic climate control, of course, dual zone, heated, no ventilated seats. It would be nice to get ventilated seats. They're also auto, which is nice, but we can turn that off. Heated steering wheel, vent controls, all of that. If you want to return home, you can simply press this button up top. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Sketch and Tile, so you get games on the screen too. Navigation, we just checked out the screen. Really impressive, guys. You also have an adjustable profile, clock in the top right corner next to a thermometer. But other than that, we can check out the rear view camera simply by throwing it into reverse. As you see, really sharp 360 over-the-head camera. However, the overhead camera doesn't really pick up that truck behind us, which is also odd. Anyway, the rear view camera thankfully does. You get guidance lines and trajectory and a super clear resolution screen. You can adjust the view too, 3 different views, but this one's personally my favorite, where you get the rear view and the 360 right behind it. We can throw it right back into park. Nice. We get drive and a low gear, which is pretty interesting for a single speed transmission. We get USB and a USB-C port, and in front of the USB and USB-C ports we get a wireless charger right over there. Good spot for a phone. Next to it, another good spot for a phone. However, this is not a wireless charger. 2 cup holders with a pass-through. Also a decent spot for a phone. Nice leather stitching around your gear selector. You have the auto parking, hazards, and the electronic parking brake. Underneath the wireless charging pad, we have some additional storage where you could probably fit a grocery bag, maybe 2. The armrest is super soft. You can open it up right here. We don't have a true center console under the armrest, but you slide this open. You could probably fit 8 to 10 16-ounce cans in here. It's a very spacious console. Additional 12-volt. No USB or USB-C ports, but more than enough when it comes to space. The glove box, we can open her up. Not lined with felt, but pretty large. I'd expect you to fit 15, maybe 20 license plates. Easily fit a pair of shoes. Nice leather stitching above. Faux carbon fiber and some cloth trim. But these are speakers, as you see. Bang & Olufsen sound system. So the sound system in this vehicle is extremely impressive. Underneath the air vents, we get more of that leather stitch trim. Auto headlamps. You get your windshield defogger on the left side, which is an interesting location. Never seen a windshield defogger over here. Interior lighting, traction control, which you can disable. The latch in the lower left corner opens up your front. You can get a good look at your pedals. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, satisfying click for the turn signals. Auto rain sensing windshield wipers, and a frameless rear view mirror. It's not a camera mirror, but it's still nice for it to be frameless. You get a very good view out of that rear windshield. We have the full glass roof. It does not open, and since it's raining, you can't really get the clearest view out of the sky, but it's still nice to get that glass roof when it comes to sunny days. Sunglass holder, 3 garage home link settings, but other than that, interior lighting. And that's about it for the front seat, guys, in this all-new 2022 Ford Mach-E Premium. Let's check out the back seat, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. All right, guys, stepping in the back seat of the 2022 Ford Mach-E, you simply press the button and the door electrically shoots itself open. Up top, we get more of that soft touch material. Same thing for the center. I'm liking that black and white contrast. The armrest, nice leather stitching, electric opening door, which I'm not quite sure what would happen if the battery dies. Hopefully nobody finds out. But anyway, auto one touch even for the rear windows. However, it's currently locked. We get 2 speakers for your Bang & Olufsen sound system. The rear seats still perforated. Not really any bolstering supports, but you generally don't see bolstering extensions in rear seats anyway. But here, still very soft. As far as legroom, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, and I still have a decent amount of space. I still got about 4 or 5 inches before my knees would start to touch. Headroom, also impressive. I'm not even close to touching this roof. Rear vents, and you can adjust the vent speed, USB port and a USB-C. 2 mat pockets behind both of these front seats. The center cubby, you can open it up with this string. 2 cup holders, nice soft leather, or not leather, but the Active X trim. I'm impressed with this 2022 Mach-E Premiums with a base price under 50,000 bucks, 0 to 60 under 5 seconds. The luxury in this vehicle is impressive. I have plenty of space back here, just as much space as the BMW X5M competition that we just reviewed for a back seat. That 15.5-inch touchscreen really transforms the look of this interior. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Tesla screens. I'm not really the biggest fan of vertical screens. I kind of wish they integrated it better horizontally, but it's still really impressive to be looking at that massive TV-sized screen while you're driving. But other than that, we can take a step out here. It's all electric, as we mentioned. We can get a look at the trunk space. And yeah, so to open up the trunk, underneath this pony badge, there's a button. And it's all electric, as we mentioned. Pretty large opening. The step-in isn't very high. I'm about 6 feet tall, and my knee is just underneath the step-in. But what you see is basically what you get. You get the subwoofer in the corner, 12 volt above it. You get a couple hooks too. The rear seats fall down 60-40 split. And if you fold them down, I'd expect you to fit between a 60 to maybe 70-inch TV back here. Pretty impressive. And this tonneau cover is removable. Underneath this cubby, we get your Fix-A-Flat kit and some additional secret storage outside of it. To close it back up, you simply put it right back in its place. And to shut the trunk, you simply press the button. We'll take a step back, and as soon as it closes, we will wrap things up. So as you see, really sleek look. The side profile, in my opinion, is probably the cleanest when it comes to all the EVs on the road today. The rear styling too, very impressive. I love the curves you see for the rear hip area. The front end, I like it. I kind of wish they did a little bit more with it, but there's a lot of potential in this Mach-E. If you do a little bit more with that front grille area, I feel like this could be the best looking EV on the road today. But other than that, guys, really impressive. I'd like to give a huge thanks to Elder Ford here in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. If you're in the market for a new car or truck, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. We got quite a few cars on the road today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know I have endless gratitude for all the subscribers. You know, the channel's just not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate all the constant support. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.